7 Scariest Theme Park Accidents. Amusement parks and attractions have long offered patrons an extreme way to have fun and let loose. But, from roller coasters to white water rafting, bungee jumping to zip lining, there often comes a dangerous and sometimes deadly side to these seemingly thrilling activities. While some of the outcomes could have been prevented, other times, freak accidents just happen. Either way, let's look at 7 of the all-time scariest theme park accidents, for better and for worse. Starting off the list at number 7, we have SCAD Dives. Although not technically a theme park, SCAD Dives, otherwise known as Suspended Catch Air Device Dives, are extreme attractions that suspend a person over 150 feet in the air and then release them, without a tether, into a safety net suspended 50 feet above the ground. The attraction can be difficult to control, as one would imagine with no tethering or harnessing involved, and although no deaths have been reported as of yet, the injury list is long and storied. From safety net mishaps to people missing the target completely, SCAD divers risk a lot more than just their lunch with every dive. Next on the list is the Perilous Plunge, coming in at number 6. Located in Buena Park, California, the Knott's Berry Farm Perilous Plunge operated from September of 2000 to September of 2012. As a shoot-the-chute style attraction, the ride opened as the tallest and steepest water-based ride in the world. Offering a terrifying drop of over 115 feet, the apparatus used an adjustable electromagnetic brake to control the volume of the splash. However, in 2001, a malfunction caused 40-year-old Lori Mason Laurez to unfortunately slip out of her safety harness near the top of the crest, plummeting her over 100 feet to her death. Despite the incident, the ride operated for 11 more years before eventually being dismantled. At number 5, we look at another water-based horror show, the Waterworld Banzai Pipeline. The Banzai Pipeline was situated within Waterworld, California, a large and notably famous water park located in the San Francisco Bay Area. Standing at 6 stories high, the slide was accessible by a wooden tower climb. In the summer of 1997, a large group of about 33 students on a class outing ignored the posted warnings and attempts by lifeguards to stop them from overcrowding the ride. The students were aiming to break the world record for most riders on a water slide. While the riders piled down, the tube burst open from the bottom due to the excess pressure and sent all of the students plummeting 40 feet down to the concrete below. Every student broke bones and was severely injured, including one 17-year-old girl who fell out head first, tragically dying on her way to hospital. Taking a trip back in time, we reach number 4, the Derby Racer roller coaster disasters. Opening in 1911, this wooden racing-style roller coaster operated at the Revere Beach in Revere, Massachusetts, with an incredibly sordid run. The design of the tracks featured steeply banked turns and figure-8 type loops that often jolted riders in intensely violent ways. Throughout the course of its 30-year operation, 3 people were killed and countless others were severely injured. Due to antiquated safety regulations, lax standards and insufficient maintenance, this notoriously dangerous coaster was eventually ordered by the Massachusetts State Supreme Court to be demolished in 1936. Coming in at number 3 is the tragic story of the Battersea Fun Fair. London's Battersea Fun Fair was one of Europe's most successful and revered amusement parks, opening the wildly popular Big Dipper in 1951 as the main attraction for the fun fair, and in turn, the Festival of Britain. The rope lift launch system caught fire in 1970, but fortunately, no one was injured. However, 2 years later, a much worse incident would strike the ride. In May of 1972, a train hoisting up towards the top of the ride broke free from its haulage rope, shooting the car backwards into the station. The collision that occurred at the waiting station resulted in the death of 5 children, while 13 others were injured to varying degrees. The Big Dipper was shut down and dismantled, eventually leading to the entire fairgrounds to close 2 years later, in 1974. The bafflingly unsafe Human Trebuchet comes in at number 2. Located in Somerset, in the United Kingdom, deep in the heart of the Middlemore Water Park, the Human Trebuchet did exactly what its name implies. Riders would be hurled, unsecured, over 75 feet through the air, into a freestanding net positioned above the ground. Much like the trebuchets of medieval times, willing participants would be catapulted like artillery for the price of $70 per go. Although many injuries like broken pelvises were reported during its run, inevitably, tragedy struck from this outlandish attraction. In 2002, 19-year-old Kostadin Yankov missed the return net and sadly didn't live to tell the tale. The trebuchet was closed shortly thereafter. And finally, the number 1 scariest theme park accident goes to Action Park. Action Park, located in Vernon, New Jersey on the grounds of the Mountain Creek Ski Resort, has built up quite a notoriously dangerous reputation for itself, if not the worst ever. Open to the public from 1978 to 1996, Action Park's list of horrific safety offences and accidents caused such a stir it eventually led to the park's closure due to the outlandish number of personal injury lawsuits. Among the seemingly never-ending list of dangerous rides and accidents, few areas of the park were quite as horrifying as the House Wave Pool. Not so affectionately known as the Grave Pool to locals, the Tidal Wave Pool was a sprawling swimming facility, measured 100 by 250 feet long, with depths reaching 8 feet in areas, and also responsible for 3 separate drowning deaths between 1982 and 1987. Overstaffing of lifeguards and increasing attempts to make safety regulations tighter didn't help the fact that up to 15 lifeguard saves would occur daily. Eventually getting remodeled and made to be shallower, the pool still exists today. but continues to carry its original stigma. Thank you for watching interesting top 7s. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button below and subscribe for new videos every week.